Hi. Today we're going to talk about how to tell people that you need something, or maybe you want to understand when they're telling you that they need something, kind of like customs or passport offices. This is important to know. Yes, I'm going to teach you a little bit of grammar, but I promise it's going to be painless. When you have heard people say first person, second person, and third person, hopefully I'm not putting you in trauma like back to high school English. First person is like I, because let's say I'm walking into the room first, like to my classroom. And then second person over here is going to be you. That's when like you walk into the room and I say, hey, how are you doing? So it's I and you. And then when a third person walks into the room, that's called third person, and we can talk about them. And I always make the joke in class like, hey, can you believe what she's wearing? I can't believe she wants to be part of this conversation. Yes, I'm going to teach you. These are single people like I, you, and he, she, usted. We'll talk about that in a second. So on the right, we have plural people. And yes, you'll hear these words, but for the sake of easy grammar, I'm going to just teach you the stuff on the left. I will teach you how to say these, but we won't use them in conversation. That way you'll be able to recognize it if somebody says it to you, but it's not the focus today. The word necessitar, it's a verb, to need. Whenever you see the AR at the end, you know it's to. So this is to need. To need. Then what we're doing is we're taking off the AR and you're adding an O. So you've got I need. Yo necesito. Yo necesito. Like my other videos, I'm going to make sure that this is something you can listen to in the car once you start here at 2 minutes. And you can say, I need. Yo necesito. You need. Tú necesitas. Tú necesitas. You, formal, need. That's like if you're talking to like a customs agent or somebody who's really important, you want to say usted. And so you say usted necesita. It's like saying you sir or you ma'am. If you don't say it, it's okay. But one way to solve a problem is just throw the word usted into a conversation and they will know that you're trying to respect them. So even if your grammar is terrible, it's going to be fine. Let's say he needs, which is going to be él necesita. Él necesita. She needs. Ella necesita. Ella necesita. Once again, the two L's make a Y sound. Ella necesita. So let's go over these on the right, which are the plural people, just so that you get some pronunciation practice and maybe you can recognize it if somebody says it to you in a group. Nosotros necesitamos. That's going to be we need. So let's say that twice. Nosotros necesitamos. Nosotros necesitamos. Now, if you're a bunch of girls, then you could say nosotras necesitamos. Nosotras necesitamos. It's the same word at the end. You just made the we female by going from nosotros to nosotras. The next one where you see the big red X is only used in Spain, so we're just not going to worry about that. So at the bottom here we have you all need. Ustedes necesitan. Ustedes necesitan. They need. A bunch of men or a mixed gender group. Ellos necesitan. Ellos necesitan. And then we've got they, the girls group. Ellas necesitan. Ellas necesitan. Okay, so let's not worry about that right side anymore. And let's not even worry about he or she or usted. What we'll just worry about, concern ourselves with is the top two, like I and you. So we can have conversations with people and it won't freak you out with grammar. You'll be just fine. Here's something interesting. Do I really need to say I, you, he, you all, we? Do I really need those pronouns? Are native speakers going to use it? Yes, native speakers use it about half the time. It's totally fine if you use it, or it's totally fine if you don't use it. But I want you to be able to recognize it if they don't use it. If I just say the word necesito, what do I mean? I mean I need. If I just say the word necesitas, you need. So remember the O is going to be I need, or I. Whenever you hear the O at the end of a verb, it's going to be like I speak or I walk, I talk, anything like that is going to have an O at the end. And then you at the, like the you need, that would have an AS at the end, necesitas. So any verb that has an AS at the end is going to be you, like you speak, hablas, play, juegas. We'll not worry about that now. Okay, so here I have 10 basic sentences, 5 here and 5 in just a minute, dealing with I need or you need. And these are going to be the top 10 basic sentences that you will ever need to say to anybody or ask them. Here we go. I need water. Yo necesito agua. Yo necesito agua. I need food. Yo necesito comida. Yo necesito comida. I need food and water. Yo necesito comida y agua. So the Y by itself sounds like E and it means and. One more time, here we go. Yo necesito comida y agua. Do you need a bathroom? ¿Tú necesitas un baño? Okay, so we'll say that one again in a second, but I wanted to bring something up here. Do you notice that there is a upside down question mark at the beginning? And so that's how they do questions. They tell you ahead of time that it's a question, which I think is really nice. And we had it in, I wish that we had it in English. So when you're reading, you would know to like go ahead and put an inflection in your voice at the end. When people are asking me, how do I know if it's a question or not? It looks exactly the same, like you need a bathroom or you need a bathroom. So what I do is I tell them that the question marks are their shoulders. And then you've got the 2 question marks on the side. Here we go. You need a bathroom. You need a bathroom. Here we go. One more time. Tú necesitas un baño. That squiggly line over the N is going to sound like nya, like canyon. Here we have bathroom, baño. The last question is, do you need help? ¿Tú necesitas ayuda? ¿Tú necesitas ayuda? Okay. I need to rest. Yo necesito descansar. Yo necesito descansar. I need to leave. Yo necesito salir. Yo necesito salir. You need to pay. Tú necesitas pagar. Tú necesitas pagar. You need to wait. Tú necesitas esperar. Tú necesitas esperar. Okay, here's our language tip for today. This is my friend Janet, and I asked her to share a story that she shared with me in a Bible study. This is so cool. Several years ago, I went on a missions trip to Mexico. I'm not fluent in Spanish, and our team brought interpreters on the trip. During one of the evening meetings, however, my interpreter was called away, and I was in front of a large group of children waiting for her to return. After a few minutes, I started to say a few words and phrases in Spanish that I could remember. Before I knew it, I was sharing the gospel and teaching the crowd of children in Spanish without my interpreter. When she returned, she didn't even jump in to translate again because I didn't need it. When we are willing, the Holy Spirit makes us able in miraculous ways. My language tip is, if you have the Holy Spirit in you, He is going to find a way to communicate with people. And so just give Him a try. Adios.